Congress is in a fight over the debt ceiling. Republicans and Democrats must raise a $31.4 trillion debt limit by this summer or risk defaulting on debt payments. Democrats want to raise that ceiling without conditions. Republicans, though, want to negotiate over spending cuts. There's a new note out from Goldman Sachs revealing some investors are cutting their debt exposure, pricing in that risk. Here, we want to bring in Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman for a little bit more. And Rick, D.C. doesn't seem to be too worried about hitting the debt limit. It looks like investors, though, are becoming a little bit more concerned.
Do we really have to keep talking? All right, I know we do. Okay.
We've got a couple months to go, Rick. You got it, yeah.
It's just going to keep
going. You got to up the, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody on Wall Street wants to know what kind of impact is this going to have on markets? And of course, it depends how far we get to actually the U.S. defaulting. And so Goldman Sachs done some new research to say, we see a couple of tremors in a couple parts of the financial system. One of them is a group of stocks that is overly dependent on U.S. government revenue, government contracts. That's like infrastructure companies, aerospace and defense. And those stocks are slightly underperforming the S&P overall. So that suggests there's a little bit of a discount to those stocks for now. And then the other segment of the financial markets is credit default swaps. CDSs are these sort of insurance products against relatively short-term U.S. debt, like one-year Treasury securities. Those are going up in price, so it's costing more to insure securities that might mature around the time this financial dislocation, in theory, could happen. So two small signs that financial markets are starting to get a little bit worried, and this is beginning to get priced in. So the question is, how much worse could it get? And it could get a lot worse if 2011 is a template for what happens next.
The question is, what can convince Rick that this is
deal.
I will be terrified. I will be genuinely terrified when you're scared.
Look, it's totally real.
I will be locking
It's totally
myself.
real. The reason it's tedious is it's just a man-made problem.
I know.
I mean, we're doing this to ourselves.
I'm just saying that leadership battle in the Republican side of the House made me second guess any certainty
That's right.
out of Congress.